my top 10 girly games on the PS2. And thank you to Teddy B Games for nominating me to do this challenge. So these games are in no particular order because I love every single one of these games. And I I have to say the Brats are in this series, but I don't want to put it as number one because I love all of these games just so much. If you want to hear Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas singing Simlish, then you've got to play Herb's Sims in the City. So this is my favourite Sims game that came out on the PS2. And the reason for this is it was just such a unique vibe compared to the others. Like they really went out there with the music, they really went out there with the outfits. Some of the social interactions you can do are absolutely hilarious. And I just played so many hours. Like this was actually one of my first games that I had on the PS2, apart from the iToy. I think this was like the second game that I owned. So this one has a very special place in my heart. I'm not choosing which one's my favorite because people that have been following me for a while know how much I absolutely adore these games. Like, if you've not played the Bratz games before, they're very similar to the movies, and I've just had such a laugh with them. Like, especially when doing my live streams and people getting to choose how to do like really silly makeup on the Bratz. I just love how corny they are. And again, it just hits a nostalgic spot for me, and I love these games so much. Now, it's only in the PS2 era where you get to run across a giant chocolate eclair, and the game you can do that in is Ratatouille on the PS2. Now, I know the game gets hate online, but the PS3 version of this game is different than the PS2. This version is so much better. In this game, you get to run across chocolate eclairs, you get to run across cheese and sausages. Yep, that is a thing in this version of the game only. And I just feel like with this game, everything is at just the right pace. Like the levels are just the right amount of time, like you're not getting too bored. And they also change up the level styles a bit. And I just really, really enjoyed this game. And I do recommend the PS2 version of Ratatouille. Now, this game is the first game that I ever owned on the PS2, and it's the iToy. Now, I have had this actual box since 2005. I've had this since the start of high school, and I will never ever get rid of it because the amount of fun that I had on this game, like washing windows, that's just an absolute iconic game on the iToy. I also really liked the game where you played Kung Fu when you chopped the boards. And there was another game that I really liked where you had to plate spin. It was really hard and I could never do, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. So, yeah, this is definitely in my top 10. I have got so many memories with this series, and it's none other than SingStar. Like, when I was at uni, I lived with seven other actors, so you can imagine it was a lively house. But regularly, we would all get together, plug my PS2 into the TV in the lounge, and we would just have a couple of drinks and play SingStar. So yeah, if you're looking for a great night just to have a laugh with, then definitely have a go at SingStar if you've never played it before. But I imagine if you have owned a PS2, you've played this at least once, or a version of SingStar at least once. This next game is the most 2000s game I think you could possibly play, and it is Pop Idol. So if you've not played Pop Idol, so it's very similar to a dance mat game, but you've got like a cross on the screen, and you'd have like triangle coming down, or circle, or square. And if you hit the button at the wrong time, then your character sings really badly. It's just so funny. And like what I love is that characters just follow like the same few animations with their arms, and the judges get really sassy with you if you do a bad performance. So if you want a laugh and if you want to go back to the 2000s, then you've got to play Pop Idol. I couldn't choose. So these games are Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I've had so many hours in both, and I love the story in these games. I love the art style. I love that how everything is just so magical and filled with Disney, but also has like great music. I feel like these two games just get it right. And do you know what? I feel like the graphics hold up really, really well in 2026. So if you've not played Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2, go and play it now. Go and get your PS2 out. I know it's in your attic somewhere. It's time to get your roller skates on. And the next game that I'm going to talk about is Hello Kitty Roller Rescue. So, this game is surprisingly hard in places, but that doesn't matter because the whole world of the game is just so cool. Like, they kept the graphics fairly simple, but it still looks really, really nice. And it's just a little bit of fun. There's absolutely no harm in this game whatsoever. And do I need to say any more? It's just Hello Kitty, and Hello Kitty's popular in 2026. So go and play this. Just go and play it. Play it. Go play it. Now, the reason I didn't add this next to the herbs is because this Sims game I'm going to talk about is just a completely different vibe and energy and different story. But it is Sims 2 Castaway. So I like that you got to choose how you wanted to play this. So, for example, you could choose the storyline where you've got to try and escape and get back home, or you've got the story where you can just build a new life on the island. I like how you can build your own clothes with this. I like how you can build your own furniture out of the resources you get on the island. So, for example, you could cut down bamboo and then make a bamboo house. It's just mad. And I also like how you can discover different mysteries of the island as well. And you get to make friends with chimpanzees. So this game is absolutely charming. So again, just go and play it. I've probably said that about 100 times in this video, but just go and play Sims 2 Castaway. And finally, the Katamari series. So the game style is like nothing I've ever played. So basically, your character, you've got a Katamari and you've got a ball in front of you, and the aim of the game is to make the ball as big as you can by collecting everything in the environment that you're in. So you've got some levels that are a bit more chill, where you've just got to collect a certain amount of a certain item, if you know what I mean. And then you've got levels where you have to make the ball a certain size in a time limit. But it's chaotic, it's fun, and the art style is just completely different to anything that I've ever played. So I hope you enjoyed my top 10 list for top PS2 girly games and that. I'm going to put my nominations in the description. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you give us a follow on TikTok and make sure that you follow us on the Red app as well.